Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill for the Giants, Robbie Ray. You look at the strikeout leaders, and he's right there mowing guys down, Chris.
Yeah, the velocity pops, but it's his late movement that makes it unfair. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
He's racking up Ks and making it look routine.
Yeah, just like Charlie Sheen. Wannabe hitters are in survival mode when he's on the mound.
And we are underway here in San Francisco.
First pitch, 12-10.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
That's ball two.
Next one off the plate inside. And the count's full. Got him. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, first baseman, Michael Busch.
Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. It's Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Michael Busch now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That clips the corner. Battling here as he fouls it away. Just getting started here in San Francisco. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Alex Bregman. Yo one.
Ball one.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now it's the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Ball in.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Just a bloop hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Rafael Devers up to hit. Still hitless in the series.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Suzuki moving under it. He's got it.
Batting fourth.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Willy Adames.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Willy Adames stands in. One home run shy of 200 for his career. Grounder might be two. He pulls into second as they jump ahead. A run scores.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
First and second, one out. Now it's Matt Chapman.
That's outside.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the rubber match of this three-game series. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get out of this as quickly as possible. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. That's a little bit low. Two on, two outs. The 2-1 is high. Harrison Bader waits to bat for the Giants. And the 3-1. Popped in the air, left field. And that is that. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. We head to the second from San Francisco. It's the Giants 1 and the Cubs nothing. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here at Oracle Park, now the Cubs four-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. And there's a foul ball. Crow Armstrong with another scorching run of play lately. The 0-1.
Off the plate,
We've
ball
gotten
one.
used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
On to first.
He's out.
Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Matt Shaw.
And now the DH, Matt Shaw.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
Missing
that's it.
inside, and it's 1-0. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back.
That's ball 2.
Here's the 2-2. Way
Ball 3.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Sets him down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. 1 out man at first. At the plate, Nico Horner. And a foul ball. Step off, throw to first.
Safe, he's
Back
good.
in safe, really close. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And the 0-2. Got him swinging. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And here is Kevin Alcantara. Arise. Tosses to first. Out number 3. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom of the second.
Leading
Now
off
it's the veteran
to the
outfielder,
side.
Harrison Bader.
Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Bader went deep in his most recent game. And the 1-0.
Nope.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Hey!
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard at the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Two now. Hard grounder just inside the line. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Elliot Ramos. First
Ball
pitch
one.
just misses. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Bader gets his lead at first. Nobody out. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
He's safe.
Over to first, and he's saved. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Horner has a beat on it. Brings it in.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman, Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez stands in. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then came in to score.
Hey.
Oh, 1 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with
Up
2
next
outs.
for the Giants, right fielder, Jung
So up
Hoo
next,
Lee.
Jung Hoo Lee. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in there. It's 0-1. Two on, 2 outs.
That's a
Just
ball.
missed. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. Called out on strikes. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take
for
a
the
look at how the
Cubs,
series has played
catcher,
out so far.
Miguel Amaya.
And the first
0-1.
pitch misses for ball 1. Amaya in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in Panama. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
In the air to left center. Bader gets under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, shortstop,
Scott Kingery up to hit. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Check swing. Now a look down to first. And he went around. Ruled a swing. Fouled off. He was late. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Giants 1 and the Cubs nothing. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here in San Francisco, here's Rafael Devers.
First baseman, Rafael Devers.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Ball 1. That's ball 2.
Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here. An 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Ball, that's out.
Just missed.
That ball went out.
Devers gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground to short. Kingery to Horner at second for one. A sensational double play.
Up next for the Giants.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Base is empty after the double play. Here's Matt Chapman. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Giants go down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Michael Bush.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The lefty to 1-0. And a foul ball. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Here's a rocket to right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman.
Ball one.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
So now with one away and a man at second, here's the center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Matt Shaw will hit next. Struck out looking his first time. On the ground to Devers. Takes it himself. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Cubs leave 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Oracle Park, ready to go. Bottom 4. Lars Nootbaar now at the plate.
Nootbaar.
Aye.
And that's through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive. And it stays fair. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder.
And up next for San Francisco, Harrison Bader. A single his first time. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
All these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Late swing fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Squirts away a little bit. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Corner. 1 down.
Up next for the Giants, designated hitter, Elliot
Ramos, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 with a flyout. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout.
No, that's
I
low.
think you attack him in this spot.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So digging in, Patrick Bailey. Flied out his first time. High fly ball out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have this one. And that ends the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Giants 1 and the Cubs nothing. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
You know, these Cubs just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play. Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Fouled off left side. There's a line drive to left field. Newbar takes it in for the out. 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Kevin Alcantara, the next Cub to hit. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The Giants leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. There's a strike.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a ball.
Now one missed. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Towards first. Devers steps on the bag. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Catcher, Miguel Amaya.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. That's in there. And it's 0-2. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Luis Ariz.
Luis Ariz.
And that one sliced foul.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And he can't make the play. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, you have to take care of the baseball, and that's just not something they've been able to do in this one. That's their 3rd error, and part of the reason they're losing right now.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 2.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Ariz on at first, nobody out. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. The sweeper catches the outside part of the zone.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
1st and 2nd, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Sliced hard but foul.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Willie Adames to the plate now at a high leverage spot. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Two on, 1 out.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And there's a ball.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
The 3-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes the runner. The throw home. The tag, and he's safe. It's 2-0.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. That's all for Jameson Taillon, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and we'll come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Shelby Miller.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Runners at first and second with one gone. Foul ball there.
Ball.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Just missed. So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. The 2-2 on the way. Dive, and he's got it from his backside. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Awesome job of getting to that baseball. Really good dive there. Doesn't have time to get up to his feet, so he throws from the seat of his pants, and he throws on the money.
Lars Nootbaar, the next Giant to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar preparing to come on if needed. Milner warming up as well. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Alcantara on the move. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 5 innings complete. It's the Giants 2 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Scott Kingery
Leading off
getting
for the
ready to
Cubs,
hit.
Shortstop, Scott Kingery.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Suzuki, the next to hit, takes outside. The 1-0.
Aye.
The Cubbies down by a pair, and we're the top half of the 6th. In the air, left field. Nootbaar settles under this one, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman, Michael Busch.
So up next, Michael Busch. And that's a little high. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
In the air to left center. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th,
41.
and there's a new pitcher on the mound,
Milner.
Milner. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Giants. Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Bader goes 5 feet 11 inches, 31 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. The 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
For the Giants, designated hitter,
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit.
Ball, that's low.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. That one at the knees for a strike. Ramos wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. There's a strike. Fastball for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
To kick the 3-2. Struck him out looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Catcher, Patrick.
2 down, bases empty. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Patrick Bailey. Ground ball up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. From his knees, the throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Giants.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Eric Miller.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Alex Bregman digs in now.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Ball. Down.
That's the third. Chapman fires across the diamond. 1 out. A key
Up
out
next
to
for the
start the
Cubs.
7th.
Center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4 hole, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
That misses the
that's
zone.
down.
Ball 1. That one almost got him.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. Runner breaks for third. Pitch
Ball. That's
misses.
outside.
Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
The Cubs with the tying run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Left field. Nootbaar on the move. Makes the catch for the second out.
Well, it was a bad read off the bat, but he still managed to make the catch. That could have turned out much worse. Catch saved him a run.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Eric Miller out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm for the
Giants,
Giants,
number
Randy
73.
Rodriguez.
And he may only have to face one batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
Here's Nico Horner.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
There's the strike. Runner at third, 2 away. Next one misses, and 1-1.
Ball.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In time to Devers. And that is that. One left for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
Aye.
Hit on the ground to the right side, but that rolls foul. And now 1-2. On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Man at second. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One now. Kingery to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman, Rafael
Devers now.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Up next for the Giants,
Willie Adames will hit next.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Adames with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. And a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Runner from third into score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That clips the corner. Chapman wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Bounced up the middle. Kingery. The flip. There's one.
Out.
On to first. Save.
He's good.
So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Hobie Milner departs, and unfortunately, he didn't get much help behind him defensively. New arm coming in. We'll be back. So they turn things over to the righty, Jacob Webb.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now it's going to be Lars Nootbaar, 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Got no problem with that take. First pitch from a reliever you haven't seen for a while. Want to make sure that you can pick up the release point.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up at RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
First and second, 2 outs. Harrison Bader, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Nope. That's inside.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Giants 4 and the Cubs nothing. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Giants,
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Quijada.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Kevin Alcantara now at the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Ball.
Action in the pen down there. Ryan Walker, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Birdsong getting loose as well.
Outside. That's a ball.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher Miguel Amaya.
So digging in, Miguel Amaya.
Hey! Ball. That's out.
The Giants leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fastball is outside.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at bat like this. No one giving in.
What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Cubs, shortstop Scott Kingery.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Scott Kingery, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Nope. Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swung on, popped up left side. Chapman. And that'll do it. Cubs are down quietly. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Caleb Thielbar.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Hey.
Foul ball. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Arise stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Daniel Palencia, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Two down, nobody on.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And down on strikes he goes. That ends the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they're in front 4-0.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Giants.
It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hayden Birdsong.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Right fielder,
0 for 3
Seiya
with 2
Suzuki.
flyouts and a strikeout. Swings through that. Birdsong, the tall righty, 225 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2020. Here's a 1-1.
Inside, ball 2. Let's go, Hayden. Aye.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Now here is Michael Busch. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Lee settles underneath it. And there are 2 down.
Up next with the Cubs, third baseman Alex Bregman.
So they're down to their final out. Alex Bregman digs in now.
Ball 1.
Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Ryan Walker, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Next offering popped in the air, right field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Big game for each team, but even more critical for the home team. This swing game, they win the rubber match of the series, take 2 out of 3, feel really good about winning this one. They look ready for the next series.